thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. And how about we check the numbers for him?
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, and a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. Scotty Barnes is out there with Williams, and it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. And for the Suns, Green is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Malawak. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4. Well, the playoffs are quickly approaching. We love this time of year. Doris, it is the best time of the season.
Oh, Kevin, there is no doubt, because we start to get the best basketball of the season. The stakes are high. You walk into an arena and you feel the intensity immediately.
And Booker kicks to Green. And the 3 off target. Here's Johnson off the left rim and out. Booker with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Malawak. Green inside the three-point line. Good as the jump shot falls.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Here's Johnson. Good on the baseline, Jay.
This guy can really make it happen from the mid-range.
And stolen by Barnes. Here's Barrett on the wing, Johnson. Barnes screen on Green. Here's Johnson. The 19-footer is on the money. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Raptors. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing 2 teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
For 3, Booker knocks down the 3 ball.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Toronto.
Number 24.
Green deciding where to go with it. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Heads-up play by Green, using the pick and roll to create space for his team.
And, Greg, you watch Jalen Green. So much upside potential.
Yeah, he could be streaky, but one of the most combustible scorers in the league. When he's on, he can take over single-handedly.
Now, here's Green. His last outing, he had 24 points. Booker, good.
Well, you see how confident Devin Booker is down low. Doesn't even think twice about looking to score in there.
Here's Johnson. Out to Ingram. Here's the 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Green draws the double. Pass to Booker. The shake. Oh!
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp. Brought to you by AT&T.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And Toronto also making a switch. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Barrett. The offensive rebound, quickly with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, great pass and quickly makes great use of it.
That's a good one. To the wing right side. Done with a screen on quickly. And it's Goodwin missing. Raptors leading by 3. Inside and finished off by Williams.
Such a special target at the rim. Mark Williams finishes that oop with ease.
Phoenix is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Over to the left wing. Here's Fleming, and the Suns take on 2 more.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Here's Johnson, and he really played well against Denver. Down low, Ingram. Oh, the jam by Ingram.
Crazy dunk from the wiry Ingram. That's going to get millions of views on whatever social media kids are using these days.
Pass to Dunn. To the middle. Here's Fleming. Toronto grabs the miss. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. And the basket by Johnson. 12 points for Johnson.
Boy, you love that play by Quickly. This guy can score or make plays for teammates.
Here's Fleming, and so it's Toronto, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Suns trail by 7. They've got Dunn. And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Johnson can't get it to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Shot's good by Green.
Oh, the corner isn't always Green's spot, but we know he's got the skill to hit from there.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Raptors. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Here's Johnson. 14 points for him. Barnes, screen on Booker. Johnson. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Brooks. Phoenix has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. That puts them in the lead. Green's got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance to first, that's his second make this quarter.
Fires from deep. Johnson, good. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Now here's Brooks, still without a basket.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Johnson goes in, and slam dunk by Johnson.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Barnes, screen on Booker. And Johnson with the stuff.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
But the execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
They kick it out to Green. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of the game. Johnson, a wide open look, hands it from downtown. Johnson's got 12 points now in the quarter.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
And there it is for him.
Boy, remarkable how efficient he's been scoring the ball. He feels good right now.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Sun. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. Right back after this break.
Welcome, everybody. The story thus far being written by Devin Booker. He has been everywhere.
The team is at its best when Booker is aggressive. He's basically a walking bucket from all 3 levels. Unos, dos, and tres. Put a lot of pressure on that D.
I see what you did with the Spanish there. Very good. His passing does that too, at cuatro.
And let's focus now on the Rookie of the Year contenders. Some great talent coming into the league this year.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out, but crazier things have happened.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona is a great choice.
So for Toronto right now, in at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. Johnson is out there with Barrett, and it's Williams at the 5 spot.
You have to honor Booker's range. This guy can get flowing from the three-point line. Johnson
finds Barnes. Toronto working the ball around now. Onside, Barrett. Johnson coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Nobody near Barnes. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gates. Just keep your rhythm now.
To the paint, pass to Malawach. The drive by Booker. And yes, it's good. Booker's got 26.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Devin Booker's focused on building and leaving a legacy. He said, my thing is, and Kobe said it too, inspiring the youth is everything. A kid grows up and is like, man, I want to be Devin. I want to dress like him. I want to play like him. And that's what makes me wake up in the morning. Back to you guys.
Truly a role model for that next generation. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And then Johnson with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Here's Green after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Just 4 to shoot. The 9-foot shot. Johnson with the block. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is an exceptional athlete. That is above the rim.
Johnson against Booker. They set the screen. Williams with the steal. Here's Barrett. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
Assisted by
Barrett's got 5 points out during
Making the extra pass, and that's led to a high shooting
calls. Yes, it is an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket with the step back. Here's Booker. And that time, also a missed shot. Raptors leading by 3. Johnson down low, defended by Booker, and slam dunk by Johnson.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Fleming, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Johnson gets the bucket.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Pass to Walter. Booker against Johnson. The three. Johnson with the block.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
And Barrett gets it to go.
3-point field goal.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Toronto.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Scotty Barnes.
And you can't get too wrapped up in the numbers, but sure, his rebounding volume has indeed been decreasing. Is that a function of physicality, alterations to playing style? Possibly. One thing for certain, you hope the decline isn't attributed to a lack of effort.
Here's Bouye. No scoring in this one. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Fleming again, Phoenix.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Here's Johnson. 37 points for him. Going inside, and they recover it. From outside, off the mark. Here's Walter over Caldwell Pope, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Raptors lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Oh my goodness! Wow, what a play!
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
Suns trail by 7. To the inside, Fleming. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got his 7th assist here tonight. The Raptors have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Johnson finds Williams. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, a great screen, and then he gets off it, rolls to the rim. Nice job by Mark Williams.
Good one, passes to Booker. Lock at 6. A baseline J. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Johnson dishes to Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
If Mark Williams is on the floor, he is going to finish with a dunk or two, folks.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Off the glass.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A-game on that side of the ball.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And Toronto making a change here. Ingram's checked in. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
And it's Johnson penetrating, and he jams it in.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. 20 feet away, Williams with the rebound.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Oh, what a finish!
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Raptors leading by 9. Johnson attacking. And he blows the dunk! What in the world happened? Green, the 3 doesn't go. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Raptors. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Booker pulls it down.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the blooper.
He drills the 3.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
Thompson. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And the Suns call time. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the 4th.
Make some noise once again for your Breaker Dancer.
Poked away. It's stolen by Barrett. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Booker. The shot is good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
You've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Johnson. Fires the 3. Not that time. It won't go. Not sure the miracle Craig is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Fires from way outside. Oh, the bomb from deep will go right down. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, James.